that were that hard. I've fallen down many times, but I got mad hard. You see, I'm in it to win it.
Hey YouTube, we're back. It's been a long past couple weeks. Haven't been in the shop doing much of anything. Did a few things in the house. Last week, my little sister and her family came to visit from Michigan, so pretty much that whole week was non-stop busy. Wanted to keep them entertained, do things with them, and it was great. Had a great time, great visit. Now it's back to work. So what we got going on here today is getting all the panels cleaned up. Got the trunk, the doors. I gotta take these apart yet. Gotta take the trim off the lock. Gotta get these trim pieces off. This one, and then the door handles, the locks. We're gonna wash them up real good and get them ready to paint strip. Got the hood sitting right here. All this was upstairs. So we brought my truck in, we backed my truck in the shop, and with the assistance of the ladder, me and my son got up there and kept handing each other parts. So this is a centerpiece that goes right underneath the trunk for the tail light. I mean the license plate. I don't know what it's called, package tray. Got the header panel, the lights, grill. I think I'm gonna cut this out again on this one like I did my old 76 and make a grill for this car, send it out, get it chrome plated. We're gonna go ahead and get the rest of the trim off the fenders, both of them. But like I said, got the car sitting, frame is over here still covered up. So I need to make some room, get this ladder put away. We're gonna go ahead and get these panels over here on this side. That way I can go ahead and wash them off really good, paint strip them. Then I'm gonna bring the plastic back down, set up my wheel, with the fifth rim, the spare tire, spare rim, whatever. We're gonna set that up and get that ready for paint. I'm gonna try to paint that today. That way it could sit and dry all week. That way these panels can start getting paint stripped, cleaned, and ready for body work, or actually ready for epoxy primer, and then the high build primer. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna cut you off for a little bit and get this stuff moved around and get to moving in the shop.
Balls, you gotta stay from the balls, nigga. Stay from the balls. Balls. Put some sauce on that bitch. Huele loco, sauce.
Ponete loca, loco, ponte el foco, déjate explico, tonto. Been in bad, take no so getting straight mental. No time for snitching, hotos. Get off my mojo, get out my square. That's a big no-no, get hit with the fofo. Crush your brow, ojito medio coco. Balas expansivas te dejan sin moco. Straight, que la si no me equivoco. Northside foros donde cholos andan locos. Armados con cohetes, cuchillos filosos. Te matan y quitan los ojos, también te en el río. 4 o 5 ladrillos, no te preocupes, no te va a dar frío. No vas a sentir el frío.
See, I'm just trying to make it on my own. Fucked around, made a few dollars, now I'm grown. And you will never be nothing like me, cause I told you I'm the last of the dime breed. See, I'm just trying to make it on my own. Fucked around, made a few dollars, now I'm grown. And you will never be nothing like me.
All right, YouTube, we're back. We got everything washed off pretty decently. Man, I noticed my hood is pretty beat up. That was from previous owner that had it. But damn, I didn't think it was that bad. So the thing I do like about it though is the very front where people push down on the body line to close the hood. A lot of times on these old Monties like this, they are pushed in and dented real bad. So let me turn this camera around and show you. Okay. So the area I'm talking about that is always bad on these cars where it's pushed down really, really bad is right here. People tend to close the hood like this. And throughout all the years, this gets dented in really bad. So when I close my hood, I always put my hand right here on the very front and push it down. And that's what keeps this from getting creased or dented in like that. But I don't know if you can really see it. It's kind of hard to see in here, but right in the middle up there, right in this area, there's a big dip that goes down, and the reason being is because whoever owned the car before me, the hinges were a little bit rusted, frozen, and they were trying to push down on the hood to get it shut, and it bent my hood right here. So the frame underneath is kind of bent like this. I cut the hood and relieved that stress on it and bent the hood down while it was on the car. I may have to do that last. I may have to wait to repair my hood. If I'm going to keep it, I may have to wait and leave this last. While everything else is done, the front fenders are on the car, I may have to wait till last if I'm going to keep this hood and redo it and make it right. So in the video, it doesn't look that bad. There's a few dings in it. It's just this side, I don't know if you can see, but there's a knot right here. That's where that hump is at, where it's bent like this from them pushing down on this corner trying to shut the hood. So we're gonna fix that though. We will get it cleaned up and either fixed correctly, or I'll just try to have to find me another hood somewhere. But that's trunk, the doors. I got to take this one apart yet, the lock, the handle, the trim pieces. Then my front, the nose of the car, the tail end piece that holds the license plate. I don't know if I'm going to get these re-chromed. I don't even know if they can re-chrome those. They feel plastic, so I'm going to try to find new ones. Those are starting to pit. They were really nice when I first got them, when I first got the car, but like I said, it sat outside. But we're going to go ahead and start taking this apart. I'm going to go in the house, quick get me some lunch, or dinner really. Again, I got my daughter's wedding coming up in June, so I'm trying to lose a few pounds. And this past week, like I said, with my sister coming, man, I went all out, man. I went out to eat almost every day, and we had a great time. But fenders are cleaned up. We're gonna go ahead and get these trim pieces off. I'm gonna hit up Jesse Big Monty's and start making a list. That way I can get a few pieces from him. I know I ordered, I think this side from him already. Ordered a few things from him already. So I just gotta go find that box and see exactly what I got. Check that off the list and then start making, like, more or less like update the list. That way I can go ahead and start getting some pieces together. Because the body isn't that bad. So we're gonna go ahead and go in the house, get something to eat real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and start slapping some paint stripper on this thing. And we're gonna start getting this paint off of these panels. So hopefully by this weekend coming up, I can go ahead and maybe get some epoxy primer on them. That's the plan for now. But I got some things I got to get done and fixed in the house too. So that, along with this, I'm pretty behind schedule, but I'm hoping that I can get caught back up here pretty soon. So let me get my stuff together. I'm gonna go in the house, grab something to eat, and then I just wanted to do a real quick rundown, real quick update on my 77 Monte Carlo daily driver. Just wanted to give y'all an update, kind of more or less show y'all what I got next coming up, and hopefully we can get things going hopefully tonight. I'm pretty tired still from last week, still pretty beat. I went to work and I couldn't function, I couldn't think, my eyes were real tired. As you can see, they're still kind of dark, so I didn't really get much rest. We had a lot of fun. Getting old, but we had a great time, man. It was great seeing my sister and her kids and her husband. We always, when we get together, we always have a great time. My older sister come and hung out with us. My niece, my nephew, and their kids. So, man, we had a great time. Just wasn't long enough, and it never is. But whatever time y'all get, you know, while the people are still here, try to spend time with them. You know, my thing is I don't want people to say how great of a guy I was. You know, when I'm dead and gone and ready to go in the ground, I don't want people doing that crap. Celebrate the life that I did have, the good things that I did do, because I did a lot of bad shit in my life. But celebrate the great things that, you know, for the people that you still have that are still here with you. Whoever it may be, grandparents, your parents, your kids, you know, whatever. And if you don't have anybody like that, then shit, celebrate yourself. But Mexican Lee's Therapy Garage, we're going to go ahead and conclude this video. This is just going to be, like I said, an update. Not going to be real long. I'm going to hurry up and quick post this one just so I can get something going, because I need to get back into back into that working mode. So again, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll get back with y'all. Have a good one.
Time I picked up all the pieces. It's so frustrating. Let me out of this cage. I'm not listening no more. 'Cause you're the one that's wrong, and you're gonna regret this life. All your words I'ma soon forget. So fuck between the lines, I'ma write a new set, a new beginning. Reflecting on the times that were that hard. I've fallen down many times, but I got mad hard. You see, I'm in it to win it.